welcome everyone. I just want to make a quick announcement before we get started. This next week, I'm going to be traveling, and so Wednesday, the 31st, I believe it is, the next Wednesday, I won't be here. And so, but I will be here, the rest of the Wednesdays. So it's just next Wednesday, the 31st. So anyways. Well, it's good to see you all. It's nice to be here with you. Nice to be here. One of the things that, I was reflecting upon is simply the power of unplugging, just unplugging from whatever it is that, we are currently grumbling with. Whether we're thinking about what the boss said or what our, wife said or our sister or brother or whoever. The current state of the world and the news, our relationship with the chronic pain or illness or addiction. To give yourself, this time for the next hour, just permission. Just to unplug. Not in a fearful way, not in an, excluding kind of way. But just a willingness to step away. To step away from, that which disturbs you, that which you obsess about, that which you fight with. It's good to have a daily meditation practice and to allow that time just to unplug fully. To say, I'm going to put everything down. Sometimes it means I'm going to put this one thing down. This one thing. Especially if we're really struggling with something. After this last weekend, we very powerful retreat. Lots of emotion came forward. Lots of intensity was released, and karma was cleared. Healing it was very healing for many individuals. But it was just a tough retreat, just a lot of energy. And when I came back from that, I had a day off, so I didn't rush back to work. But then, of course, my family wanted a lot of my attention, and I, was speaking with a colleague, and they were being just very frustrating with something. I think they were projecting something upon me, and so my mind took a hold of that. The thing that they were, really attacking me with. And just like replaying what they said over and over, like, why would they say such a thing? And boy, is this bizarre. And, feeling hurt by what they said because it was really, unfounded, and trying to understand it and look at it from this angle and that angle. We all know this dance that the mind does. And so I was tripping over something, after having a really long, busy weekend on the retreat. And I even mentioned this to everyone, that after retreat, oftentimes, we will be greatly challenged. Because one of the things God does is will challenge us right after retreat. And so this was my challenge. I came back and was looking forward to connecting with an old friend, and instead they were attacking me. And so at some point I realized I'm thinking about this too much. I did my part. I looked inside. I was humble. I saw what my part was in the interaction. I analyzed it from about every angle. I tried to understand from a place of compassion why they would do this. I tried to understand from a place of psychology. But then at some point, It's good just to unplug, to let them be them, and you be you without them. And by that I mean without your mind replaying their voice in your head, in your head. And so I encourage you all just to join me just in this gentle practice this evening of giving yourself full permission to unplug right here, right now. Allow the sound of the bell to take you inward. And so just feeling in your heart, feeling in your body, feeling, experiencing directly your nature, your nature. So we'll start just by taking some deep, full belly breaths. Just relaxing the body. Relaxing the body. When we relax the body, we are literally unplugging from stress, from all the pressure of the day, the weight of the day. And so arrive here this moment. Arrive here now. And unplug. So we're breathing in, breathing out. Feeling what's here. Experiencing what's here. We're inviting our attention, our awareness to be inwardly directed. So breathing in, breathing out. Feeling what's here. Experiencing yourself. And so you may notice thoughts floating through the space of your consciousness. And we are unplugging from those thoughts. And bringing our attention, our awareness to our direct experience. And so we're noticing the space in which thoughts arise. The space in which thoughts arise. So we are feeling, experiencing this gentle spaciousness. It's very innocently awake, aware, very subtly vibrating with light, luminosity. So yes, breathing in, and breathing out. Feeling, experiencing. And just gently letting go. Arriving here. In this moment. This presence that you are. Deep, full belly breaths. Breathing in, breathing out. I want you to imagine just unplugging from your karma. That's your conditioning. That weight, that heaviness, or the inertia that we habitually carry throughout our lifetime. How can you put that down? Or putting down the fight we had yesterday, or the argument we had with our father for 30 years now. We're just putting it down. And inviting the body to deeply and profoundly relax. So in order to put down our karma, to drop our conditioning, we have to allow the jaw to deeply relax, the shoulders to drop, the heart to be radiantly open. Open. When we hold on to our karma and our pain from the past, the heart is almost always closed. Closed. So just relaxing the jaw, the muscles in the face, the shoulders, the neck. Just taking deep, full belly breaths. Breathing in, breathing out. Relaxing the solar plexus, the belly. In each of the 7 chakras, we tend to hold a little bit of our karma, a little bit of our conditioning. And as you breathe more and more fully and you continue to relax the body, we are unplugging from the past, unplugging from the force of habit. And just dropping that big black bag that we carry on our shoulders. Just letting it drop. Relaxing the pelvis, the pelvic floor. The entirety of the spine. All those muscles behind the heart. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Completely unplugging. Who are you without any conditioning? Who's here? And so can you notice this gentle presence of goodness, luminosity, this quiet presence of love. So we're just gently breathing in, breathing out. Feeling that which is good, which is good, which is true, which is beautiful about our nature. So we're breathing in, breathing out. Who am I? With no conditioning, no karma, no core wound or heaviness. Who am I? With no problem to solve, no one to be, nothing to guard or defend. Who am I? What's here, right here? So can you allow, invite awareness to wake up to itself? So yes, just breathing in, breathing out. Noticing this profound presence of innocence that you are. This gentle presence of luminosity. Who am I? With no karma, no conditioning, no age, no gender. Who am I? What's here? Even before we give birth to this world, what's here? Yes, just breathing in and breathing out. Deep, full belly breaths. Breathing, feeling, experiencing. And just noticing, what do I feel here? What do I experience? In all 7 chakra centers. Who am I? When the chakras are awake, are alive, vibrating with light, instead of weighed down by karma. So giving yourself permission just to gently open and explore. How do I experience myself? My crown chakra. Do I feel an openness here? A receptivity? Or do I feel a deadness? Heaviness, a closed offness, or numbness, or so if you give yourself permission just to breathe, to feel, to allow awareness to wake up within the space of the crown. What do you notice there? A gentle radiance? So yes, we're breathing in and breathing out. Feeling, experiencing. Just gently letting go. Letting go. Just deep, full breaths. Feeling it all. You should give yourself permission for awareness to expand. Include the space of the third eye. Who am I? The space of the third eye. Beyond thought, beyond the movement of mind? Can I feel and experience this expansive, empty nature of mind? Can I feel, can I experience very gentle and subtle intelligence? Deep, full breaths. Full breaths. What's here in the space of the mind beyond the movement of superego, the inner judge, the critic, the controlling one, the one trying to get it right? Who's here that is awake, aware, innocent, and free? In the most tender way, can you open and smile? Give yourself permission to be the one who is innocent, who's relaxed, who's unplugged from his thoughts or her thoughts, their thoughts, unplugged. Breathing in, breathing out. Just noticing how good it feels as we take a deep breath and simply unplug. Breathing in, breathing out. Relaxing more deeply in the throat chakra. Allowing the energies of the heart to flow forward. Giving ourselves full permission to feel, to experience. What's here? What's here in the space of the crown, the third eye, the throat chakra? Can you feel this spacious emptiness, luminosity? Gentle presence of innocence and light. That you are. So yes, breathing in, breathing out. Opening and fully including the heart space. And again, one more time, consciously unplugging from heaviness, despair, emotional pain or drama, just unplugging from all the karma, the trauma of emotion of this lifetime. Can you just unplug? Deep, full breaths. Breathing in, breathing out. Giving yourself permission not to have a long, dramatic history. Who am I? Without any karma, without any pain. without any heaviness or contracting or armor. In the space of the heart, deep, full breaths. Giving yourself permission to feel new, to feel fresh, like a newborn child. Into this world, no karma. Pure innocence. Pure innocence. Not carrying a giant weight. After many years of hard work and struggle and strife, is feeling the pure innocence of your heart, the pure goodness. Deep, full belly breaths, just breathing in, breathing out. I invite you all just to let go a little more fully. In the space of the heart. You can even imagine that you have a big weight that you carry behind the heart. You've come home from a long walk carrying a heavy backpack and you just let it drop. Let it drop. Who am I? No past. No history. It's eternally awake right here, right now. Feeling your radiant innocence, your radiant beauty. Deep, full breaths. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Feeling the tenderness and luminosity of your heart. And smiling. How beautiful you are. Taking another deep, full breath, allowing awareness to expand more fully. And include the space of the solar plexus. Just relaxing more deeply and fully in the solar plexus. Letting go of any will you have, human egoic will. Any fight. This tends to be one of the great homes of fight. It's right below the heart and the solar plexus. The fighting, the guarding, the defending, asserting, pushing. We've all had to do lots of this throughout our life. You breathe in and breathe out. Let's take some deep belly breaths. Letting go the human will. Just gently feeling into the freedom. As we open to the truth of thy will. Thy will be done. Not my will, but thy will. Just relaxing. Relaxing the solar plexus, relaxing the will. feeling, experiencing, letting go of all the will, the fight, the struggle, the upholding, trying to figure it out, controlling, manipulating. Who am I? Who am I if I let go of the fight, the struggle, the push, the agenda? Who am I when I allow a greater will to flow through, to awaken within me? Who am I? I am a man of peace, a goddess, a light being, an angelic presence. Who am I? I let go of my will. So yes, breathing, feeling, allowing awareness to expand and include the fullness of the belly, the lower belly, the hara, right below the belly button there. Oftentimes, we hold a great unconscious contraction. Who am I? When I let go deep in the belly. Let go deep in the belly. Breathing in and breathing out. Feeling, experiencing deep in the belly. Can you open to a quiet presence of power in the belly? Or would you rather be a seated contraction, a seat of resistance? Take a deep, full breath and just imagine a fist deep in the belly. We're just inviting that fist to slowly open, to relax, to let go, to unravel. For some of you, as you do this, you may notice this light waking up there. Sense of power and immensity comes into yourself, comes into this room. You're just breathing in and breathing out. Deep, full belly breaths. Relaxing more and more fully. For some of you, you may even notice like some old level of sadness unravels as you give yourself permission to deeply let go here. Sometimes when we come home from a long trip where we've carried a heavy pack, come home, we drop that back. We're dropping the karma. Sometimes the body just gently registers some sadness, some tears. The recognition, my God, I've held on so tightly. I've resisted so much. I've tried so hard. I've done my best to carry it all and keep it all within me and micromanage my feelings and judge myself and repress it all. As you let go, sometimes the heart and the belly just break open. So I invite you just to allow this gentle breaking open. To the presence of silence. Presence of love. Deep, full belly breaths. Breathing in. Breathing out. Just inviting it all to unravel. In this space, a supreme silence. Breathing in. Breathing out. Feeling. Experiencing. Gently letting go. Breathing, feeling, letting go. And finally, I invite you to feel deep, deep in your pelvis as you breathe in and out. And just giving yourself permission to feel, to experience, to let go right here, right now, in this moment. Who am I when I let go of all the pain, the trauma, the conditioning, the past, the karma that I've unconsciously held? The first chakra, so just deep, full breaths. So we're breathing in, breathing out, feeling, experiencing, letting go. Letting go. Who am I? What's here beyond karma, beyond conditioning, beyond habit? What's here that is essentially awake, aware, silent and free? Just gently giving oneself permission to let go a little bit more deeply, fully, throughout the fullness of your being. Breathing in, breathing out. Feeling this flow of grace, this flow of light. Gently flooding your empty form, your essential nature. Breathing in, breathing out. When we give ourselves full permission to unplug from our karma, to return to our essential nature, begin to notice this wind of grace, just blowing through your nervous system. This inner light and luminosity. This feeling of radical aliveness, radical beingness. Breathing in, breathing out. Acknowledging how nourishing it is for your body to hit the reset button, to give yourself permission to have no karma, no pain, no struggle. Simply be with your essential nature. Breathing in, breathing out. Feeling, experiencing this gentle wind of grace. Supreme silence. Luminous innocence. Waking up right here, right now. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inviting this presence of peace, this presence of love to flow out in all directions. Blessing all beings. All species. The entirety of the planet. It's being blessed with your innocence, this love, this light, this wind of grace flowing through us out to the world. So yes, breathing in, breathing out. Just gently acknowledging who you are, essentially, beyond karma, beyond conditioning, beyond past, smiling at your beauty. Again, I want to thank you all for coming this evening, for sharing yourselves, for sharing your hearts with the world, your original nature, innocence with the world. Just a quick note. I noticed, some of you dropping in a little bit late. I encourage you to do your best to arrive here on time, not to make it a habit of, walking in the door late. And I know we all have busy lives, and so of course it's understandable and easily forgivable. Sometimes it's me that arrives late. But I invite you all just to, recommit to the time where we meet. And the other thing is, or I guess two more things. A reminder for those of you who did come late, no meditation on Wednesday the 31st. I'll be on an airplane flying across the big blue sky or big night sky somewhere. And so I apologize for that, but I'll be back the following week, and don't see any other day that I'll be missing as far as the meditation, the Wednesday night meditation is concerned. And then a third thing, there's a member of our Sangha, a couple members one who's with us tonight, Butch, and I thought we'd just send some loving prayers his way. And so you can just see Butch, through the eyes of your heart, just inviting his body to be blessed with light, with love, with healing, especially his stomach area. He's having some struggles with his belly. So just breathing in and breathing out. And seeing Butch filled with light, filled with love, filled with healing energies. And Butch, you just do your best to receive, my friend. Receive. Yes, yes. And in this prayer-like way and compassionate-like way, there's another fellow in the Sangha who was meeting with us recently, the fellow Morton, who's in Thailand right now. He's the one who I commented last week that I just love the blue sky above him as he's sitting outside in Thailand. He got bit in Thailand by one of those mosquitoes, carrying, I'm going to butcher this, but I think it's Da Nang fever, if I said that right, or Dengue or fever. And so he's struggling right now. And so let's all see Morton and just flooded with light, flooded with healing, just inviting just a gentle presence of love to come over his body, for the fever to lift, for the virus to leave his body. Just envision, just a young guy, happy, healthy, running around on a beach, seeing his body happy and healthy. And so we'll just send that prayer out to him, inviting God to bless Butch and Morton and all those struggling. And so thank you for sharing in that and me, with me. It's important we support each other, and this art of sending love, it's a gift we can give each other. We are all transmitters of something beautiful. And so just as peace and light and spiritual awakening can be transmitted, so can negativity and anger, but so can energies of healing and love and encouragement. And so that's what we're inviting forward in these two fellas. So, and if you're the one receiving it, your job is just to open your heart and let it in. And so, may peace be with y'all. May y'all have a wonderful night. I'll see you in 2 weeks for the next meditation on the not the 31st, the 7th will probably be. Y'all take good care. Good night.